The weekend is almost here, and there are so many fun things to do here in Southern California.
That's right. Michael Juliano is an editor at Time Out Los Angeles. He's back with some of his top picks. You know why I like to see your face, Michael. It means the weekend is hours away.
Oh, that's not what I was going to guess, but I'm glad
okay.
Welcome back to the show. We have so much going on this weekend. We're talking comedy first.
Yeah, comedy for a good cause in the Valley. This combines two of my favorite things, good comedy shows and the Valley Relics Museum.
Okay.
So if you've never been, this is this kind of like warehouse hangar space in Van Nuys. And they basically scoop up old signs and ephemera from Valley businesses. So tonight they have this comedy show with some pretty amazing sets. It's like Aparna Nancherla, Chris Estrada, Dana Gould. Tickets start at $55, and it benefits like an Eaton Fire Relief Foundation.
Nice. Okay.
But I think what makes this extra fun is like this backdrop, right? So the comedy show itself starts at 8. But you can go like 90 minutes early, check out all the stuff on display. They have arcade games set up there that you can play. There's an open bar, which is always an added plus. And there's some free snacks along the way, too.
That sounds like a
Free
good time.
snacks, always good. Michael, this next one, an entire event for an entire family, right? This one in downtown LA.
Yeah, grand performances. This kicked off pretty recently and runs through the end of August. And basically every Friday and Saturday, they have free performances at California Plaza, which, if you're unfamiliar, this is the kind of like skyscraper plaza, atop Bunker Hill next to Angel's Flight. Yeah, like actually like you can see here, like really cool sight to see a show.
Beautiful.
So the Friday night performances tend to be like poetry, classical, a little more like highbrow cultural, but still like for everyone. This Saturday's show, though, I think is particularly fun. It is called California Love, and it's a symphonic tribute to Dr. Dre.
Oh, I was wondering why your face was so gleeful.
California Love.
So there's a 30-piece orchestra that's going to be covering a whole bunch of Dr. Dre songs.
Love it.
Like I said, like it's entirely free to attend. You can bring some snacks with you and stuff. So it's a fun evening.
That sounds like a great time. Okay, next up we have something called Last Remaining Seats.
Yeah, this is another great event downtown. The LA Conservancy puts this on, and if you're unfamiliar with them, they hold like these walking tours for architecture, just like really wonderful organization. And this is their annual event to support them, where they stage screenings of classic films in downtown's old movie palaces. This is a little bit of a bonus weekend because they have 2 Alfred Hitchcock films at the United Theater that were supposed to show earlier in the month but got delayed to the end of the month now. So kind of have like one last chance to take advantage of this. So you can see 39 Steps and The Lady Vanishes. These are like 30 movies from the 30s, like decades before Psycho. But yeah, tickets cost $55. The movies are accompanied with a Q&A. It's just like a great mix of history, cinema, amazing architecture.
Sounds like a good time.
And you know, we all love free. Finally, a free Shakespeare Festival.
Yeah, this kicked off earlier this week. This is a great tradition in Griffith Park, the annual free Shakespeare Festival. They do 2 shows every summer. So it kicks off with Love's Labour's Lost, which is one of Shakespeare's early comedies. It's about like a king and his companions who swear off love, but then things go a little bit differently.
Of course.
And then the second half of the season in August switches to a tragedy. But so for this comedy, like it's just a great, for both of them really, it's just a great recipe for free evening. You know, Shakespeare is not made for kids, but the event is kid-friendly, right?
Absolutely.
And it's free. You're welcome to just bring a blanket or a low chair, sit out by the old zoo in Griffith Park. Performances run Wednesday through Sundays, I believe, and just like I said, great recipe for an evening.
Sounds like a good time in so many different areas, depending on what you're interested in. Michael, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Of course.
Good to see you.
All right, guys, for more information on all the events we talked about, check out our website, kcalnews.com, and click Scene on TV.